Hello and welcome back to Tharig Plays Blood Bowl 2. Our Bretonnian team is getting up there in terms of team value. We are at 1740, which is pretty high already, and we could run into some difficult opponents here, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We're getting more and more Mighty Blow. I just realized that now we have 5 players with Mighty Blow, so each and every blocker has it now, finally. And then we also have Regal, of course. So, yeah, this could be interesting now, depending on what we get, as always. So, a little bit over 2 minutes, I'm still gonna pause, so see you in a moment. Oh boy, and here we go. Oh, here we go, a 1970 Chaos team. We get some good inducements. We've got a Minotaur, 5 rerolls, okay. 4 cheerleaders, 3 assistant coaches, so as always, too much in my opinion there. We've got a Beastman with foul appearance, apparently. A block one with extra arms, 2 heads, foul appearance, and strong arm. A little bit of a weird skilling choice, but there are the combinations of 2 heads and extra arms is going to be really annoying. He's also going to be able to throw. But yeah, we'll see. So we've got some Mighty Blow Claw here. We've got some Mighty Blow Claw there. We've got Strength 6 and Break Tackle on the Minotaur. That's gonna be a pain because he can dodge really well. More Mighty Blow Claw. We've got... Oh no, whoop. We already had that one. A Dodge... Oh god, they all have Dodge Block. I mean, it's good that there's no more Guard or Dodge Mighty Blow in or Claw Mighty Blow in there. Only up here. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting, I think. What do we go with? We go with a wizard, and then I think I'm gonna go with an extra apothecary. It's a little bit of my own money. But it's considering how many Claw Mighty Blow players he has, I'd much rather have the option to go for a second Apo on an injury. I hope that will turn out to be the right course of action. So since we do have a decent amount of Dauntless, we could do fine here. The issue is he does have a lot of dodge, and I don't have a whole lot of tackle. How many tackle players do I have? Let me check that in a moment. We've got 1 tackle, we've got 2 tackle. I think that's about it. So I have 1 Dauntless tackle player, at least. He also has Mighty Blow. The Minotaur is obviously a bit of an issue. And all the Claw Mighty Blow could be a problem as well. He has only 1 reserve player while we have 2. So if my Mighty Blow can do its thing, we might be able to still do pretty well here. I assume he's going to reroll some blocks along the line as well. Since he does have 5 rerolls, that just seems like he might use them on a regular basis to get better blocks for himself. So we'll have to wait and see about that. Yeah, only 1 guard player. But I only have 1 myself. So I don't really have a monopoly there to help us in any way or form. But we'll see. More and more Chaos again. Oh boy, I don't like always playing against Chaos. Just say that because my last match in the rotation, the human match, was also against Chaos, if I remember correctly. So they are showing up a little bit more on the regular side again. Right about now, but that's okay. So let's see. Spiky Bison. Blitzkrieg Bop, okay. Bufu Kabal. So these are references that I don't really get. I'm not sure why he kept 4 players on the line of scrimmage here. All that's gonna do is help me overall, I think. So where's my ball handler? Wait, I'm very confused right now. There he is. Okay. Here we go. So how do I set this up? We probably want to be as aggressive as possible on the line of scrimmage if we can. so that I get my 4 blocks out of this. So we want him to be there. Then I've got my guard here. He can block. Okay, I need this different as well. So he needs to block here. He needs to block this one, which means I need an assist right there. So this, then this, then this. He's gonna go for this guy. Yeah, so this could potentially hurt us a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. And I'm gonna try to stay safe-ish with these two in the middle here. Let's actually, yeah, okay, let's put one of these. I could put them on the outside, but I'd much rather keep them safe in case of a blitz, so we're putting them on the inside. And then I have all of these guys here taking their hits. I hope that's gonna play out as I anticipate. But we'll have to wait and see. So this, for example, is only 1 assist right now, so I actually need to set up like this and get this block first. But that means that's not an assist. I'm gonna have to move in the assist there, but that's okay. Let's just see what we'll get. It'll depend a little bit on where the kick lies as well, because I only have 5 players to move right now, basically, for that. And if I have to protect the ball, that's gonna be needed. So do I want the ball on him? I think we still do. We could have gone for him or any of the other ones as well. Thanks to the catch reroll, we would have had a very good chance of rerolling there. But that's okay. Okay, so as I've said, I do need an assist right here. So let's start with that. Yeah, go right there. So in this case, we do get a good start. Thank you so much. And stay, please. I don't really want to run into the Minotaur, of course, so we are gonna try to avoid that one as much as possible. Ooh, okay, that didn't work out. But that's okay. I get another try the way I set up. And now I do have, I still have tackle here. So that's good. Okay, that's a both down, unfortunately. But that will have to do. Next up, we've got this one. Better. And I'm gonna keep them in here just so that we can try to keep knocking them around. Here, I probably I should have switched these two. I didn't realize that in time. So that's a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. Okay, we've got foul appearance here. Gonna skip that, of course. I can't really go for a blitz here. That's a bit of a problem right now, but we'll have to wait and see about that overall. So first of all, I think I'm going to just hide my ball in the middle here, and I want to see where he goes before I do anything too stupid. Wow, okay, 2 foul appearances. That takes care of where I'm going to blitz as well, because it's just the easier target to blitz still. So we're going to do that. Let's see if I can roll a triple one. I do have a 3 die here. I can actually roll a triple one. That's kind of impressive. So we're going to dodge away again thanks to our high agility. That should not pose that big of a problem. And then he's just going to be back here, and let's see what he does. So 3 ones against this one guy is kind of horrible, but let's just hope that I got them all out of the way early now, and that's not going to continue. That's why I think this choice is odd, because it in itself is not that good, but if something like this happens, I suddenly waste 3 blocks on a player that I really should not be wasting 3 blocks on. I didn't get a single ammo break, unfortunately. I mean, I only got 2 knockdowns, no, 3 knockdowns, but it's okay-ish. I would have liked it. That's why I used all Mighty Blow players when I had the chance to get these knockdowns. Oh, well, this was a wrestle one, though, so it's still 2 after all. But yeah, it's all okay. Let's just see what's gonna happen. I still have a wizard. And And we just have to hope that he does not go on a rampage the other way around very quickly. The Minotaur is also, thanks to strength 6, it's extremely easy for him to get 3-die blocks if he blitzes. Because of horns, he will blitz with strength 7, which automatically gives him a 3-die against a strength 3 player. So he doesn't need a single assist to give himself a blitzing 3-die, at least on the first block, as long as there's no assists around. So that's gonna suck for me. Potentially, and he only needs 1 assist to give himself a 3-die if he blocks without a blitz, of course, which is still really good. There's always the debate, if you roll a double 6, do you go for strength 6 or do you go for block, because it's also a double on a Minotaur or a pro. I'd probably still go strength 6 because it's the only combination where you can get it, and strength 6 is really good. It gives you a leg up against other big guys, of which there are, of course, plenty, except stuff like the Treemen and the like, who already have that skill. Okay, wow, he goes in here and goes for my 1 Garter. Okay, let's see. Gets it. And gets a KO. Well, that's a bad start already that I didn't want to see. But this could still be okay-ish, depending on where his guard guy goes. If he brings his guard guy in here now, I'm kind of screwed already in that area. And I really hate that. But if he doesn't, all I need is standing this guy up, getting myself an assist, and then I could get the Dauntless, but he brings him in there. Okay. So now I'm gonna have to play the avoidance game. Let's see. He is running out of time, luckily, which is gonna help quite a bit. Yeah, okay, good. He ran out of time there. So let's see what we can do. This is a 1-die right now that I might want to take later. Possibly. I can't get any good blocks here, which is why I'm going to ignore that area for now. And I'm going to try to free up some players here. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going to follow out of there. I don't want to engage in that area if I can avoid it. So we'd much rather try and focus on these guys if we can. I think it's going to be a bit difficult, but doable. So he's going to be here, which might look weird in the beginning, but should work out pretty well overall. So I'm going to have to take some risks here, I think, to really make this work. So let's start with this. Give ourselves the assist with him. Next up is going to be a blitz, and I want to push him down there, which is... do I? Yeah, I think I do. Okay, we're gonna blitz this guy. Okay, just the push here is actually really bad, but it needs to be good enough, unfortunately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, he can't quite get there as the first thing that's gonna happen. But that's okay. I'm just trying to run past him now and get as far as we can. So the question is, do I hand off the ball or not? I think I try for a GFI. Okay, good. And then we have him down here who now we can at least put to right there. Seriously. Okay, so it's still a GFI, but that's... oh yeah, I forgot that there's a player there, so that doesn't actually change. So let's go up to here after all. Use the GFI again. So I'm past him now because he... oh, well, I am going to reroll that, I think. Rerolls are pretty important in this area still, but... it's a big one. That was kind of important. So yeah. Maybe should have stood him up first in hindsight, but he went over here, which he shouldn't have done. He ran out of time to move these guys. So I'm still in an okay position, but now, no, because he's, at this point, he can't go in there easily and blitz. Although this guy, well, no, it's a 3-tackle zone thing. So I should be pretty safe overall. But we'll have to wait and see what we can make happen here. And if he can pull these guys back in a way that's going to help him. I'm going to score next turn, probably, which is what he wants. I'm giving him exactly what he wants, unfortunately. But stalling these out is going to be difficult. So I put him there because he's got fend. So he won't be in a position where he gets surfed out of the right of the way, and this guy is not allowed to follow. Okay, I see what he might be gunning for. He's probably going to dodge this guy, go for the blitz. Blitzing from up here will give a 2-die, but I do have at least dodge and sidestep, so he will need a POW. He doesn't have tackle. So this could still put me in an okay position overall to deal with this, and I hope it will. Oh, okay, goes for a block back there. So let's see, he is getting removals, which in this case gives him a level up. Wasn't even one of his Mighty Blow players. I mean, against armor level 7 these can happen. Still, I'm not happy that I'm already 2 players down. If I score now, I will go back up to 11, but it might not be with all of my blockers, of course, which would be pretty bad. But yeah, we'll have to make do. Oh, why did this one have to fail, though? That's kind of a bummer. I didn't want him to be able to just run around here and get the easy dodge and blitz if he wants to, but now that might happen anyways. So I'm not happy with how that played out. I've been rolling too many ones. That's 5 ones already in 2 turns. I mean, all the 3 here against the Disturbing Presence only count so much, of course, so it's a bit of an overstatement. But I think you know what I mean here. He's already getting the armor breaks. I'm not. I'm just pushing. I get ones on too many rolls, and all of that is just a potential recipe for disaster if that continues the way it does. Oh boy, he's gonna blitz with the Minotaur, isn't he? I have the sinking feeling that he's gonna blitz with the Minotaur. He's gonna set himself up an assist right now. It's a GFI for the Minotaur to start that blitz. Oh no, he can't. Oh, he can go in there, but it's okay, he goes for the safer blitz. He's running out of time again. Makes the dodge. That's bad. Oh, please don't let him roll a POW. Thank you. He's going to reroll that. He is not. Okay, weird. Yeah, we're going to go up there. That's for sure. How many movement does he have left? Can he... Okay, he follows me in. So that's also fine. Okay, so I, as I've said, would like to just score, but I'm also seeing if I could get a good block in somewhere. If I would be willing to go for a GFI, I could give myself an assist down here, but I don't really want to do a GFI. So none of these blocks are good ones. They're all 1-die or worse. So I think we just go into to score here. That's what this feels like right now. I shouldn't take any risks. He does not have prehensile tail or diving tackle anywhere, so I can just do this and, yeah, just run this in and score. It's what he wants. It's a score in 3 turns, which gives him 6 turns himself now to score on me, but at least I do have a touchdown in the bag, which puts me a leg up already. It's an early chance to get my KO player back, which is nice. He does come back. And with only 1 injury so far, we're not looking ideal, but it could be way worse. So I'm just trying to be a little bit more communicative again with myself, because we've had this one weird player that just was kind of an ass, and I usually don't say words like these, but just you should know what it means for me to say stuff like that. The issue is now I don't have all of my my linemen here for the line of scrimmage again, because I need the one with kick off the line of scrimmage, which means I am going to have to expose Dutiful here. And I'm setting these up apart from each other so that he can't easily outmuscle me. He has to put more players on the line of scrimmage to get the good blocks, which he might not want to do. So I think we just go into to score here. That's what this feels like right now. I shouldn't take any risks. He does not have prehensile tail or diving tackle anywhere, so I can just do this and, yeah, just run this in and score. It's what he wants. It's a score in 3 turns, which gives him 6 turns himself now to score on me, but at least I do have a touchdown in the bag, which is nice. So So all of that should be pretty okay for us. And I'm just trying to figure out how to set up my remaining players here. We want the guard in the middle, I think, more or less. We have... yeah, just put the faster players on the outside, them on the middle so that they can switch out easier. And then the least valuable players on the other end. So if he goes in here, he gets the Mighty Blow tackle back. Although we might maybe not want him to have that, since it would make it easier for him to go for... to lock down one of my tackle players. But now we switch these two so that both tackle players are not on the same side. Yeah, I hate having Dutiful in the middle there, but I don't really have a choice. And I'm gonna go for the Armor Value 7 players again, since Claw Mighty Blow on 3 of his players will guarantee him paper armor on my end, regardless of what I do. So it just brings down your armor to basically armor value 7, so it doesn't matter if I give him armor value 8 or 7 players in this regard. We'll see. I still have the Wizard. I'd like to not use it in this half, if I can get around it. But if there's a juicy target again, I might have to, or if it leads to me getting to prevent a touchdown here. I should, but I need to be a little bit safer with my Wizard usage, I think. We'll have to wait and see, because I usually should use it if I know that I can retrieve the ball afterwards and score myself. We do have our stat freaks, so we have our Agility 4 Sure Hands Dodge guy, and we have the Agility 5 receiving station, or just go in to retrieve the ball himself, because the high agility makes it so much more so much easier for him to run in and really get the the difficult dodges and all that stuff. So this team is built for ball retrieval, pretty much, thanks to these two guys. That's gonna help quite a bit. But depending on how tight he can keep the cage, which against the Wizard he might not want to keep too tight, but depending on how much room he can still create for himself, I might not be in an easy position to go for that. Ideally, we want to remove this guy if we can at all, but it's still going to be difficult. The foul appearance already did its thing. He might be much more willing to throw. Him getting strong arm here in favor of just sure hands or anything does suggest this, because it's the latest skill that he's gotten on the player. It's not that he started with strong arm, he gave it... It's the newest skill that this player has. Okay, I get another reroll, which is really nice, and the ball is a very deep kick, which is also lovely. It's surprising that he didn't put up the Minotaur. He's keeping him back for safety, apparently, but I assumed he would go in to attack with him, since he can really use that. Okay, he goes to the defend. He should push me in here, but decides to push me away, so I will be able to stand up if he doesn't follow. Excuse me. No, another armor break. Just a stun, though. So all of this, for now, is fine. It's... As long as he doesn't remove players, I'm okay with this. He should have set these two up the other way around, as always, blocking diagonally. If he blocks with this guy first, it's still fine, but he won't. He uses the Beastman, and now that makes him lose a block. If he had kept him here, he could have pushed him there. Wouldn't have allowed him to follow up, but the Strength 4 player still would have gotten an easy block, could have pushed over to here, and then we could have just done this again. So he could have gotten 4 block opportunities against the Fool if he had gone with the right order of operations there. So as always, that's really important. I made the error here myself with my assist being the wrong player. Should have switched something there. So I don't always see them myself, but it's still, there's something to be said about that you need to be really careful. This is awesome, but he's going to reroll it. He has 5 rerolls he can afford to, let's face it. The 5 rerolls are just too many, but I'm interested to see if he's going to throw the ball as well. Doesn't look like it. He hasn't blitzed yet, which makes this pretty unlikely. He might decide to blitz with the Minotaur because he can get a good Minotaur blitz down here. And he does. He's not allowed to follow, but that works out in his favor in that case. He does get a knockdown. So let's see if the Minotaur does a bad thing. He does, but is it a really bad thing? It's not. I mean, 2 stun players is still pretty horrible, but it also could be way worse once again, so we're gonna be okay with that, I think. Still have to decide what to do because he's extremely strong in the middle here. But he is starting to move these players out. So I'm probably going to target this guy first, assuming he doesn't give me a better target like one of the Mighty Blow Claw guys. I'd still much rather hit one of them, but I can't really get good assists and be disconnected. Because right now I have to play a loose game. I have to give him as little attack room as possible. So ideally just one blitz per turn. I want to disconnect after my blitz. I don't want to have a player next to him if I can avoid it. And he's allowed me to really do that for the most part, except for this one player that I will not try to dodge. We'll just leave him there to keep him here. So right now we have no idea where he's going to go yet. He is making a push towards this, but he also still has a lot of players here, so he could switch sides easily. And I'll have to try and decide which one is going to be more likely. So we are going to put him right there. And he's the one that's going to stay in there to really set this in. So how do we do this? I think we do give him some room here. So I am going to just set these up in this way. And then we're going to go with a 2 spacing for the most part. Set these up. I'm going to expose players through that. That's out of the question, but it's also okay to do that. So if I get it both down, I'd much rather be down there, I think. And we can also push him to here in case we only push. Oh no, skulls. That's not what we want. That's better. Yes, in this case, I am going to keep him in here. Just an armor break. How about that, game? Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is, unfortunately. Which is kind of a bummer. But we'll have to live with that. I'm gonna pull him back a bit, keep him safe in the middle, and then we'll just see. So I can't. Maybe I should have tried to pressure the ball carrier, but I couldn't really get around him. He's set up too wide for me to make a good progress, and I would have had to expose one of my important players that would have gotten attacked pretty securely then. And with a 3 die, potentially 2, if he goes for a Minotaur Blitz, that's just not good. So I'm going to go with the Elf screen. We go for the center screening here right now, with this side being a bit weaker, but he's set up more to go this side right now. So we can probably see a shift, but that's about it. So as you can all see, I'm not salty, because although he is knocking me around way too much right now, he's not removing a lot in terms of players. It's only 1 injury so far. I am starting to get a bit annoyed at this, though, because it's just the fact that he is getting armor breaks on the regular, and it's not always his Mighty Blow Claw guys, in which case that would be okay-ish. But it's every player, and he's getting a lot of them, a lot of these blocks. And I haven't had a single armor break against him yet, I think. And I have 5 Mighty Blow players of my own that I'm using as much as possible, and it's just not enough here. He is going in a lot heavier now, so it appears he wants to double down on this side because I left it weaker. Let's see how many of these players he's gonna base, so that I can't move them. Putting a player there, for example, could be good because it's gonna lock down a lot. But it will allow me to get easy blocks as well, so he needs to be a little bit careful if he doesn't negate the assists. So we'll have to wait and see. But right now, he is keeping this guy back. The way he's playing it, it really looks like he wants to throw the ball with him, which could come with some risks, since it will lead to him having to catch the ball as well, which could fail. He might still go for an easy handoff. Right now, he's just not going all the way diagonally forward. He's just keeping him in the backfield, but he doesn't have to rush. He still has 4 turns left after this. Okay, so he goes in here to lock these guys down. He still has his blitz. Nope, okay, he goes where I said he should go. So is he going to blitz into Shrewd? He is setting himself up very aggressively over on this side, which I still think we're going to see a Minotaur blitz again. No, okay, he goes for my lineman. And no armor break this time. That's good. That's kind of what we needed here. And he does expose an armor value 8 player. That's always good. That's kind of what we wanted to see here. The way he's set up now, I'm not going to be able to just disconnect here with my players, which is a bit of a bummer at this point. I hope he doesn't move the Minotaur. I think he's going to bring him down here. No? Okay, good. But now I do have an assist against this guy already, assuming he doesn't put a guy there, which he still could. Because I just need to stand him up. I mean, he only need one in this area, so just negate the assists. But yeah, he's not gonna go anywhere. He's not gonna go anywhere. He's also just gonna stand up. He could still switch sides, though. That's the problem. But I think I'm gonna do this now. Bring Chivalry in here so that I can attack him next round if need be. So just force him down this way. So what he did there does give him some good options, unfortunately, and I'm not a big fan of that, honestly. But we will have to wait and see. So we can not get a 2-die there yet. I do need to make this block work first. Okay, we got it. Do I want to follow that in, though? That's, as always, the question. I think we do. No ammo break still. Come on, game. Just don't be mean in every aspect. So now I've got a 2S. I've got 3 assists. This guy has guard, which is why I needed 3. But yeah, I do need a POW. I can at least disengage from these guys afterwards, which is nice. But I also kind of want to blitz first. So with this, I'll have to expose Shade, but he has dodge, so I'd much rather expose Shade than Regal right now. Regal is a bit more important. Question is, do I want to blitz from here and push him to there, or blitz from there? I think we're going to blitz from here, just because if I go for a both down, I'm going to be stuck there, which is not ideal, because he can, although he doesn't have too much to move, but still, he could still switch sides, so I should stay closer to this end. So we'll go like this. It's better that way, I think. Okay, so I only get the push, which in this case means I'm going to push him and disengage, or, yeah, just stay. Question is, do I go here to block this or not? Oh, I don't really want to, but it might be necessary. Nah, I think I'm going to leave that for him. I'm okay with that. I'm running out of time, I know. So I'm going to have to make decisions. Yeah, we're doing this. Leave these guys here, and then I have this block as my last action. Oh, we get the POW. That's kind of nice. So I think, no, oh boy, that's a, well, this actually works out. It gives him a better block, or more blocks, but it frees up this guy back here. And I think in this case I'm actually going to stay, because I don't want him to move much. He's going to get more blocks out of this, which comes with some built-in risks, of course. But that's why I have these guys here, so that he can't try to go this way afterwards. But now these guys just need to stand up. He gets a block here, but we've also locked him down, so he won't move away. So that means right now he has only these 2 guys and these 2 guys, plus the Minotaur, who is a bit unreliable, as long as he doesn't blitz with him, to move around with. And considering that I have an angle to attack him, and he needs to protect himself, he needs to play a little bit of safety backwards, I believe. And that could work out in our favor. I hope at least that's what's going to happen. Maybe he sees something that I don't right now. I hope not. But I'm okay with this so far. Seems pretty decent. This is a bit of a weak spot, obviously, right now. Okay, he frees up another player. That means that's okay-ish here. Locks us both down for another round, but it frees up this Beastman. Which otherwise, I mean, it still would have happened, but a bit easier, I think. I don't know. Maybe I should have done it. Either way is fine. I mean, this way, at least he's still locked down. Looks like he does want to blitz Shade. So where can he go? He can go to here. He's gonna throw the ball. That move is so aggressive. Does he want to protect this guy with just these players? Is he gonna... He's gonna try and go in for a 3-die. But he needs another assist for that. Or he uses the... No, the Chaos Warrior is also not enough. The Beastman blitzes with Strength 4 and he already has. Okay. So he needs another assist to make that a 3-die. Otherwise, this doesn't really make too much sense. As long as he doesn't want to set up a cage here and throw the ball to a Chaos Warrior right there. Which could be the case. But we do have our backfield here. There comes the blitz. He also should have blitzed me from down there to push myself in there. So that he could have gotten another one, which then would have been with 3 assists. Oh, he risks it. He's gonna throw the ball to him. Why do you throw the ball? Why? He makes the pass. He gets the catch. That's such a bummer for me. And now he goes in aggressively there. Okay. But are you actually serious? So do I now use the wizard or not? He's pretty close. But let's see about this. We can remove this assist just like that. Can I? We can move him in. Just trying to figure out if I can do this with or without the wizard. What would be the better choice? Can bring him back. Yeah, I'm not going to use the wizard now. We're going to play this safe. Or as safe as it's going to let me. Alright. Okay. Time is a big factor in all of this right now. So that's something for me to be aware of, unfortunately. But we're going to be okay here, I think. So he needs to stay back. He is gonna blitz. Good, I get the result that I want. We push him down there. Follow. This brings in the guard, which is going to be helpful for next round. This does come with some risks. I'm considering of whether or not I should follow this up. And I think we're going to opt into not do that because I don't want to get surfed. Next up is... do I really want to do these? So let's see about these blocks first. If maybe we can get another good block here. That's a 1-die. If I bring him in, it's going to free up another tackle guy. I think that's a good call and moves me away from him. I'm running out of time, so I do need to make fast moves here. Finally! And we get an injury. Thank you. Okay. And on the best player to get that is 1 as well. He needs the SPP. As much as the next guy. Okay, go down there. He only has a 1-die. So now we are going with the dangerous part of this. Which is all of these. No, why did you GFI there? Well, it's okay. I have sidestep. All I want is a player next to the ball. This is a 1-die that I'm going to take. I'm going to risk it. We get a push. Which all I want is, yeah, just push him up there. Put him next to the fend guy. He's going to get to block him. He's still locked down. And if I lose that guy, it's no problem. He's put himself in a big corner here. And he is in a position to get surfed now. Maybe I could have achieved that without doing that, and then I could have blitzed him and pushed him out, but I think this is still okay. I'm going to stick to him as much as possible with the sidestep, so as long as he doesn't roll a POW, we're good. This is completely locked down. I've got my guard in position here, which might help, although just blitzing from there will give him a 2-die. So no POW there. That's already good. So obviously I'm going to stick to this. I'm not going to make this worse for myself. So this was just risky because it was 2 3+ dodges through here. But with the dodge reroll, it was pretty good, I think, overall still. Did I fail any dodges there? I did not. And it was just 1 3+ dodge, sorry. Yeah, we did this one last, so 3+, 2+, and then I wanted to dodge past this guy for another 2+, so that I only had to do 1 GFI, which would have been better, but it's too late now. Okay, perfect result. No armor break. He did get the knockdown. I mean, the push would have been the perfect result, of course, but this is good. This is really good right now. So I'm happy that I didn't use the wizard. He still has, after this turn, I'm still not sure how he wants to get himself out of this. He hasn't blitzed yet, so what he needs to do is try to make sure that I can't follow up anywhere. But he can't. So I'm in a pretty decent position right now to just get this. All I need is the right amount of assists and then a successful Dauntless to get him out of here. If I can bring my guard in one further, that's going to be difficult though. But these guys don't want to stand up as long as he doesn't blitz with them, because I will surf them if he does. And that's why the guard there is so strong. He hasn't blitzed yet, but he also needs to focus on this guy for blitzing, which is why he won't focus on this. Yep, he's bringing in everything right now, giving himself a 3-die here. And there comes the blitz. Okay. He gets the POW. That's a bummer. So I'm gonna go right there. Which is weird, maybe. There would have been safer in terms of defense, but what this does now is he can't go back, which otherwise he would have. And now I can just go in here and still surf him. The only way he has to go is forward, and I'm blocking that. So that's just kind of beautiful, like that. Okay, he moved himself. Oh! He ran out of time. That was a good idea. That could have worked really, really well if he had made it a bit quicker. But he didn't in this case, so we're still good. Oh, this is beautiful right now. So how do I do this the best and safest way? Because I would like to have a 2-die, if at all possible. Okay, so this, I think we do this. It's just a push, but it's an okay push right now. We push this guy back in there. I'm going to follow with this one as well. This is going to cost me as well, unfortunately, I think. Ah, seriously? Okay, so now this is causing us some issues, which means I'm gonna have to go for a 1-die. But there's just nothing we can do about that. Come on. Okay, KO, good. Getting the removal is just, it's helpful now. He didn't remove any of my players so far in the first half, again, after the KO came back, I think. Yeah, so I'm at 11, and he's at 9 players right now. So before we do anything else, I need to set up for safety first. Which in this case means putting this guy down here. I also still need to lock this down further. Yeah, he's gonna go back there as well, just because he could blitz this way and then just go through. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the Dauntless 1-die here. If it works out that way. These guys are not going to do anything yet. So here goes nothing. I don't get the Dauntless. Do I reroll this? I think I don't. That one I do reroll now, though, of course. And there's the skull. Crap. Ah, why do I get all the ones? That's the problem. So, this didn't work out. I hate this so much. Why? The untimely one on the foul appearance here again, and now the one on the Dauntless. I should have probably rerolled the Dauntless instead. The thing is, he still can't. Maybe he can. I was also considering, if all of this was over, I could have just fireballed these 5 guys. With him being prone, he wouldn't have been hit by the fireball, and that would have been a good option, but I'd much rather still have the fireball for the next turn. This backfiring on me now is a problem, though. It's actually a really big problem. He removes the guard. He can move through here. This guy can't score this turn, but if he makes a handoff, which he might do, he could score this turn, possibly, but he still has a turn after this one, which is the big problem. He also should just move his Minotaur. If he had moved his Minotaur back in here, he would have locked me down. He's just not using him. It's not even that he's rolling wild animal ones. There we go. Hey, he rolled a wild animal one. But yeah, all of that. So I don't know. I really wish this would have worked. I should have rerolled the Dauntless. I thought maybe getting the 2 die against would have been better because of the both down, but just getting the attacker down in both cases was a bit of a bummer. Just didn't get decent rolls here. So I think my positioning is really good in this one, but my blocks are maybe not the best in some areas. I mean, this is good now. He's gonna down to 10 players. At 11 players without a reserve. Okay, yeah, he goes for what I assumed would happen, but he doesn't get the POW. He might reroll this. He does. Still doesn't get the POW, so we're still safe with this. He can't move through, which is awesome. So we're still keeping him in here, and he needs to... The only thing I need to do now is knock down all of his scoring options next round. He needs to move forward, though, so... This guy needs to move up at least 1 space so that he can still score. And wherever he will go, I will have a player next to him. So I will be able to attack him. And we will get blocks here. The guard guy standing up gives me something, gives me a 2 die here. This guy is also a guard player, which is a problem. But if we stand him up, he has a 2 die against him, because these 2 guys give assists. So it's all okay. He is running out of time because he's just spending a lot of time on thinking, and he's not moving him, which means right now this is still a surf option, which he really should not have given me. But of course we are very happy that he did. So I'm still gonna start with this one. Am I taking the both down? I think we are not. We don't want any of our players on the ground if we can avoid it. But I can actually, if I get the right rolls, I can get an assist. Okay, we do this. It's gonna lead to one of my players possibly getting surfed, but this way at least I get a 1 die. Even if I don't... if I don't get the Dauntless. But let's hope that that just happens this time. Okay, yep, we got it. So he goes out, ideally into an injury. That would be beautiful. We're gonna stay here. I'm not gonna score myself. Okay, KO is also good. I'm not gonna score myself. Of course, we're too far away. Oh, that scatter is kind of bad, though. But there is only one guy that can score now, and that is this one. So all I would need to do is block him, or I could go down and pick up the ball, but I think we're gonna block him. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we knock him down. That's perfect. How do I chain push this? Sure, let's chain push him down there. Further into oblivion. Do I want to dodge this guy? Not really. It's too risky, but I am going to take this Dauntless block up here. With the reroll, it's the last turn anyways. We don't get a POW, but we do get a push to disconnect there, which is good enough. And I think I'm going to risk the 1-die block against this Chaos Warrior, because we've got Mighty Blow again. It's a 1 in 6 chance that I get the super bad result, which we don't get, so all we can do is this. Just disengage, don't give him any more blocks. No armor break though, but this is fine. So we successfully prevented him to score. Well, not yet. This guy still could, but let's face it, my defense here is very solid. I probably should have just stood him up. Yeah, I should have just stood him up, because he couldn't have served him in that case. But because he might foul him now, but I doubt that he will. He doesn't have a cheap player in there to really afford that. So I'm happy. We prevented him scoring successfully on our own half. We are in the lead. He is going to go on offense in the second half again, but right now he will be down to 11 players without reserve players, and he might be down to as little as 9 if none of his KOs come back, which would be lovely, of course. Statistically speaking, 1 will come back, and he might still remove some of my, or at least one of my players. If he plays it very smart, he can serve 2 of my players this round, though. All he needs to do is put a guy there. I should have stood him up. I should have stood him up. Put a guy there, block with him. That's going to chain push him out, and then blitz this guy and push him out as well. So he can serve 2 of mine if he really wants to. I did not see that up until now, which is kind of embarrassing. But yeah, so he can make that very easily, actually, because I didn't stand him up. He has these 2 guys, so just bring him into there. It's still gonna be... He can't get more than a 1-die for the first one, which, well, he can. If he can get a guy... No, he can't. Okay, this also works. It's also a chain push for this guy. So right now I can afford to lose 1 more player into a KO or an injury, because I have 1 more reserve player. It being the kicker is not ideal. He needs to push down here. Let's see if he does. If he knows that this would result in a serve. He doesn't do it. Why? Doesn't he know that? Or what happened? Okay, Regal got injured. Oh, no, that's not good. MNG. I'm trying to keep him in, I think. Yeah. We're going to use our second Apothecary to use that to keep him in. Luckily, it worked. It's a bit of a small play, or a bit of an... It's a proactive play, because he's the tackle player, and I only have 1 tackle player if I don't use him, or don't keep him. And he's also one of the important players, so I'd much rather use the Apothecary in this way right now than not use it later. I might regret it in hindsight, if it turns out that I'm gonna get more and more injured. So far we've gotten fairly lucky there. Just the 2, and 1 was badly hurt, so no reason for me to reroll. But yeah, it's pretty good. So let's just hope. Yeah, so he can't do anything else. It's gonna be halftime now. I still have my wizard. We've used up our Apothecary, our first one. But overall, this is still fine. Let's see what the KOs bring. 1 KO comes back. That the Chaos Warrior stays out is even better, because he's one of the dodge guys. And those are just annoying. So he's one of the 0 SPP guys. Where's the 5 SPP? There he is. Tall man. Switch these 2, please. And otherwise, we're gonna keep the setup as it was. So he's at 10 now on his offense. That doesn't mean anything. He's gonna get more blocks again, and those might of course result in some removals. So right now I have a 1-player advantage, but at the end of the turn it might look different. So I think what helps me here a lot, I mean, if you watch all of my matches, you've known that I've lost and tied a lot of matches in the last weeks. I think I've lost 3 or 4, or maybe even 5. I think 4 at least. in a row, more or less, just broken up by 1 or 2 draws with the Nurgle team. And I think I let my positioning overall suffer a little bit. I was very, very focused on removal, and I still am with a lot of my teams because I do have Mighty Blow, and it's important to remove key players from the opponent's team to just cripple their game and make it harder for them to do anything. And if it just helps overall if you can do those things. But yeah, I just didn't. I let myself, my mindset switched a bit, and I just didn't focus on positioning too much anymore. And right now, I feel like I'm much more aware of the positioning side again, like him being able to go over here and not overcommit, locking this down, deciding that I don't need the wizard because we are safe with the players that we can bring in. There's no way he can break through. And all of that is just something that I can't blindly ignore, but I need to be aware of before something goes too bad and steamrolls into something that I can't stop any longer. And this time I was able to stop it. The Nurgle team, I think, helps with that, because for them, blocking is not safe, so positioning is always the key, first of all. And that helps me on my other teams now, again, to have this low-level team where I have to focus so much on positioning. Good, scattered backwards, so he's gonna have to walk a bit further back. So it's nice that playing a low-level team can rein me back into a better mindset to help myself overall. He should have gone for the both down here, I think, because he can't follow. Probably wants to keep that. Oh, let's see. That's just a stun. I mean, for the next turn, effectively, that does give me only 10 players. But the guy's still on the pitch, at least, so that's good. Okay, perfect. Just to push there, but the way he... Why? Okay, he wants to blitz with this guy, that's why. Also, the Minotaur is still there, so this is also still fine. I don't agree with what he does there, by the way. The Minotaur going for the 2-die. He should just go for the 3-die. Oh, he doesn't blitz there. He uses this guy. Okay. Goes through all the blocks. Right now, he's maximized in blocks, which works. But I'd probably had blocked with this guy and then used the Minotaur for the 3-die here on Dutiful, probably. Because he has Mighty Blow there. But I don't know. So it looks like this guy's going to blitz Ligor. Good, another push. Wow, he should still push me into the Minotaur. And he does. See, he's switching what he does. He's recognizing that he needs more blocks. Last time, he disengaged quite a bit against me, which was weird. At least that's how I remember it, that he did that. But now he's not doing that quite as much. But he is going for the very strong center again. Which right now means I probably won't pressure the ball again and will let him come a little bit to us. And I'm going to just set up my solid middle screen again and just see where he goes so that I can stop him in his tracks. And this time I do have a wizard left. And I will be much more willing to use it in some areas if that means getting the ball and potentially getting away with it. There's the blitz that we were expecting. Lots and lots of pushes from him this time. I'm extremely happy about that. He goes for the reroll. Last time he had 3 rerolls left over, so I expected this to happen much more regularly than it did. So no big surprise that he did that this time. He played it fairly safe in the first half. He did go for some weird things, like the pass here that was unnecessary. It's a good thing he puts the ball on his block dodge strength 4 guys. It makes it super annoying to get the ball away from them, but... they're also a bit slower than the Beastmen are, and just the throw is an unnecessary risk to take with this team and all that stuff. I mean, the strong arm now helps him quite a bit, of course. Does extra arm help there as well? Actually, with throwing, I'm not sure. It's just pickups, I think. No, okay, it's pickup, catch, or intercept, but no, throw. Makes it this time. Is he going to throw the ball here? I don't think so. But who knows? Because if he fails that, he's still fairly safe and he could just pick up the ball again next round. But he doesn't. Okay. So yeah, as this stands, I can't really go attack this and be aggressive. So I think we're going to blitz this guy. And afterwards, It just looks like he wants to go this way again already. Which is kind of interesting. So let's do this. We bring him up there. I could blitz him, but that would mean exposing myself quite a bit. We could also go in there and blitz here. Oh, I should have done that, I think. Because I would have pushed the Minotaur away. I still could, but it will give him a free block here, which now I'm not happy about. And this guy, it's the weird. This guy is more important. He's more dangerous, so I think we're going to go with this one. Him here. Yeah, okay, so we put him right there. Let's see how this works out. This guy's a bit of an outlier here on the side, but that's pretty okay. I'm gonna disconnect there as well. Don't really want to follow up. No armor break, unfortunately. Then he goes down here. And then, yeah, we're just gonna go back towards our safety spacing here. Keep him there as well. And then we have these guys. I think I'm gonna keep Regal a bit safe in the back here. Just to see what we can do with him. Or maybe, yeah, just go in the middle. Question is, this is a 1-die. Do I want to do that one? Because I don't have block, he does. So I have a 2 in 6 chance now. So 1 in 3 to fail this. And I don't really want to re-roll it. But if it works, it would be kind of helpful. But I think we don't. Let's have him have those blocks. Let's not risk that. It's an unnecessary risk. I can't afford to do that yet. I need my re-rolls. So right now, just stay focused, stay safe, stay close. See what he does. If he goes for a tight cage, we're going to fireball him. I still have... Why? He didn't recognize there was a 1-die. He's losing concentration a little bit here, it seems. Well, maybe it's just a misclick. I mean, those can happen as well. Or he was willing to take that risk right away, which would surprise me, but it's not completely out of the question. So we'll have to wait and see. And my throat is giving me some issues today, I apologize. So I've been... Oh, wow, okay. At least he's rolling once as well. It's not like I'm the only one doing that. The 4 or 5 against this guy are still super annoying. All the ones against the foul appearance, but it's nothing I can do, so it happens. So let's see, he has a 2-die there, but he shouldn't do that yet, so I assume we're gonna see this guy moving and or a blitz first. Probably both. So let's see. So by the way, while I'm thinking about it, I've talked about it on Monday again this Sunday. So this comes out on Thursday, at least from my time zone. So this Sunday, I'll release another Blood Bowl 2 preparation video, just with the theme of what am I going to do with all the teams and everything until the Legendary Edition, and what do I do once the Legendary Edition is going to hit, because it's still set to release late summer, so probably next, so August or September, probably, or maybe October, although is that technically still summer? I don't think so, that's fall already. Either way, I mean, the game's it's in beta already. The Sage and Knorr had access to it, or have access to it, and have played some of the teams. I'm not sure if all of them are available. I think there might be some missing already, but they've played all of the teams that I'm interested in, at least, already. So I'm going to go into the plans until that happens, and please no POW. Thank you so much. Is he going to reroll that as well? He did the last time. He doesn't. He was thinking about it, though. I'm so tempted to just go here. That way I could dodge this way. Oh yeah, let's try the fun thing. It's a much more aggressive stance to take. But he doesn't have the players left to keep me from dodging this way. So this is 2+, 2+. So let's see where he goes with this. There we go. I forced him to bring this guy in there into an uncomfortable position where he doesn't want to be. So this side is suddenly very weak. And I could still make these dodges, but now it's 3+, 3+, 2+, which is much more difficult. And he moves this guy over there. So now he is going down, forced to use the reroll. Let's see if he rolls a double one. But yeah, just wanted to point out again, on Sunday, I'm going to talk about future plans, all that's the stuff that's going to happen. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you're all going to like it. Okay, I didn't use a fireball here. I don't think that's really in my best interest yet. This guy is super annoying because he's also got the guard. I think I'm actually just going to stand up and not move. I can get a 2-die here, but it would mean keeping this guy there. So guard here, assist there, and then he blocks this guy. Or the issue is, I still need to be careful, because even though he is here, we have these guys over there, so he could still easily switch sides, so I do need to be extremely careful with how I play this. This is a 1-die already, so if I were to make that one, I could potentially 3+, 2+ that, and then get a 2-die blitz against the ball carrier, but that's an aggressive act. A very aggressive move that I'm not sure is in my best interest right now. So I think I am going to opt for this block option though, instead of dodging him. I just have to decide in which way we're going to tackle this. Yeah, unfortunately I need him over there for our blitz option. Can only get there with the GFI, which is a problem. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one first. Then I'm going to blitz because I can back this guy away after the blitz and use him as the assist back there. That's better. And it gives me a very... Oh, I could also go in to assist there. Ah, now that's... Oh, I should have probably gone into there, put myself... Nah, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go aggressive on this, because in that case I have a player next to the ball, which is pretty awesome. I could also get the 2-die against this guy, which would be nice, but I think we... Okay, GFI him. I'm gonna keep him back here in case he does switch sides. That's the plan there. But I'm gonna go after the armor value 8 players first again. I'm gonna follow there as well, just because I don't want this guy to just stand up and move away. And yeah, he's just... maybe back here, something along... No, let's... No, I actually don't know. Because he can mark him, so I'm a bit worried. But we're looking okay here still, I think. This is pretty solid. He can't go this way very easily. We've got this solid core here. If he switches sides, he needs to do a handoff or a pass to this. He can get very far away, but he can't protect himself afterwards that much because he only has the Minotaur free to move over there. So let's see what he does end up doing. It appears that he's going to blitz here to free himself up, which already takes care of his blitz. This guy will not be able to follow up with the guard, and he can only hit the fool. So right now, well, he can also hit this guy, but he's not going to. Yep, he should go with the both down, though. I don't know why he always goes with the Defender of Stumbles. Maybe, okay, good KO. Maybe, I mean, I can see why. He wants this guy to be mobile. Let's face it, or I can see why, and it's that I lied. Maybe I didn't lie, but I thought about it for a moment, and then I saw why he did that. Because it's the guard guy, he just needs him to be not stuck to the armor value 7 player that does cost 1/3 of his cost. Which might not even be true, he might cost less. There comes the Minotaur. He hasn't blitzed yet, but it looks like he's gonna blitz with the Minotaur. Okay, gets it. Let's see if the Minotaur does something bad to me. He does not. But this clearly shows that he wants to switch sides. Is he going to move the Minotaur down here to protect himself? He should move the Minotaur. Yeah, that position is good. Takes care of these two. If he can get another guy there, locks me down. But that means this guy is going to dodge away. With the 2 heads, it's a 2+ dodge, so not difficult. But that's why he's back here. But I need to move these guys back as well. We can get serfs here, but the question is if that really is worth it or not. I might want to use my fireball now. Let's see what he does, though, with this. And he could still fail the dodge. It's not out of the question, which would cost him a reroll right now. No, he GFIs in there. He should not do that before he doesn't know what this does. And I think he also already clicked the handoff. Yep, there we go. Makes all of it with flying colors. Oh, so if he... No, I can reach him, so he can't outrun me. He can put himself in front of me, though, which now he doesn't do. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. He's not moving. Why is he not moving? And he rolls a skull. He's giving me room to attack him. He's pushing. Okay, so how do I play this? He doesn't have jump up, unfortunately. And now he fails that one. Oh, was that really worth it? Is that gonna cost him more than it's gonna gain him? I really don't know yet, which is kind of the problem of this. If I fireball this guy now, or lightning bolt, I could fireball all 3 of these and just see what happens, because if it works, we're in a really good position. I think it might be a bit of an aggressive move, but I like it, and it's 3 targets. Okay, 1. Okay, we got a KO on this one, which is already good enough. It will allow me to now hit the ball carrier, which is not even needed any longer because he just went down. Perfect. Okay, these guys now can stand up. They're not going to move. Next. Okay. Assist. See what this... These guys... I mean, he has a 1 die, but that's about it. I want a player... he only has movement 5. That's what locks him down there. But I want the guard in there as well. But I want a player next to the ball in case I fail this now. But I guess we still just blitz like this. 22. Let's go with this guy. Blitzing in. Like so. Oh, the foul appearance. Please don't. Roll a 1 now. Yeah, I needed to re-roll it in this case. Unfortunately, I need to push him to here. Otherwise, I will not be able to dodge this guy in the position that I want him to be in. But the stun is quite lovely, of course. And we're going to keep him there. He's got the guard. He's got the important positioning. I can put another player next to the ball now. I'm still going to keep Regal back here in case of a problem. In case I do fail this now, because we're still not completely safe here with these going on. But we'll get there. So he goes up there. So all I now need is to not roll double 1s, and then we go for the pickup. Also not a 1 ideally, thank you so much, and then I'm gone with the wind. I don't really want him to score, but if he can score, we obviously are going to take it. And now I'm gonna go for my 1 die blocks. Oh, well, this is... No, it still is a 1 die block, and I'm gonna take it, trying to get away from these guys. It's a 1 in 6 chance here that I am gonna be in trouble. It's okay. So I did all of my moves, and we're looking good. So good use of a wizard, I think. It didn't matter too much who I removed here, except for the one guy that I had to blitz away. If he had gone down and the other 2 hadn't, it wouldn't have helped me that much. But if just one of the other two would have gone down, which both of them did in this case, we were looking a lot better. Just to free up the spacing here to get through there, or him losing the ball could have led to me doing some dodges with my agility 4 dodge guy there. Could have blitzed myself a good dodge option then. So we had multiple ways there for that to work, as long as the fireball doesn't fail completely, or just the one combination I didn't want to see. But that was a good fireball. We got a KO. We got 2 knockdowns in total. Okay, puts the player next to us. Makes sense. He can blitz me, but only barely, and it's a very difficult blitz, since he will have to go for a 4+, 3+ dodge. And that's a turnover. The Minotaur cost him. Oh, he makes the reroll for the loner, but that means he cost himself reroll again. I don't really care about the KO right now, to be honest. I'm down to 9 players right now, but where is he at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we're at 9 versus 9 right now, apparently. But I'm in a much better position. This is still a good move, because we know that double ones happen. So if I roll a double one when dodging away here, all of a sudden he doesn't look too bad anymore. But I'm going to try to free up a player to make this work, and I'm probably going to dodge him out as well first. Oh, he's going to force me to do 2 dodges here, though, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I can do. And he is going to go for the blitz. I mean, he really has no other option. It's the only blitz he can really do. If it works, it works, but it's very difficult. Yeah, and he failed it. Okay, perfect. And he stuns himself. So all of this is fine. Issue is here, I can't really afford to blitz with my kicker, since he is very unreliable to use, of course. It comes with some problems. Oh, why did I push him like this? Well, this still works. And I can get away from the Minotaur like that. So I'm actually okay with it. And at least it allows me to bring him up there. Oh, I want to do this one. I so want to do this one. But I also don't. Basically, I probably should just blitz this guy out of the way. Because with Dauntless, it's a 2+. And the push is good enough. I'm not gonna follow. I won't score as well, of course, in this case, but that's okay. He needs to dodge this guy again. He can blitz me there. There isn't too much I can do about that, but I'm okay with it. And now we're gonna take the jump up 1 die here, which works. Wow, okay, that's awesome. Come on, KO, good. So these still aren't that good. I'm gonna go for another 1 die block right now. If I fail it, I fail it. That's okay. But I want to get the 1 die while I can. Oh no, down here, that's a 2 die actually. So let's do that first. Why didn't I do that already? Okay, it didn't help us, but it's still good enough. I'm not gonna disengage. Let's have him have that. Because if I dodge him away now, he would be able to just run. If I had failed this, it would have been okay. I wouldn't have re-rolled it, because we can't afford to, really. But yeah. Gonna bring him up to there. I mean, he can still dodge away easy up there. Would have gone to here. But it's a 2+2+ to get there. And I don't really want to. So he will get his dodge. It's okay if he makes that. We probably want Shade to score here if I can get the ball on him, which we definitely can. I mean, let's face it. He just needs 5 SPP to level up, so I definitely should feed the touchdown to him instead of Chivalry, who already has another level up. He's gonna get Fent next, I assume. He's just so annoying for the opponent to deal with. But yeah, I'm extremely happy with how this played out. The Claw Mighty Blow didn't do nearly as much as it could. I think my the tactic of playing a very elfish game, basically, really paid off here and worked tremendously well. So don't give him a lot of blocks. Try to maximize my own as much as possible. He did give me some good options there as well, which helped. My throat is scratchy again. I'm sorry. It's so annoying because I don't want to cough into the microphone. I'm always going over to the side if I can. So I hope it's not too loud, but I apologize. I know that can be annoying, and I hope it's not too much. My God, what's going on here? I think I'm going to have to cuff again. At least I do have dodge here again. He doesn't have tackle. That's definitely what he's lacking here. He does get the dodge, though, so he will probably reroll this if he doesn't get the POW. He gets the POW, though. So let's go back here still. Hope for no armor break, and it is a KO. I was about to say it is no armor break, but he does get the KO, which is a bit of a bummer. Scatter is also in his tackle zone, but once again, as long as he doesn't pick it up now, which he instantly does, I get an easy shot of doing something there. So this is still a problem. I need to... Oh, I forgot about him back here, but that's good to know that he's still back there. Oh, big move, but important move. He should have put him there, though. Well, no. Well, yes, because I want the assist. I need the assist. And this guy I would not be able to dodge while he dodges on everything but a double one. I can still see why he went for this one, because he's the more dangerous one, but it's a double-edged sword in this kind of thing, because he's got to allow me to get a player up there regardless of what happens. But in this case, he can't prevent the 2-die, which he could have if he had gone there. Oh, he's not making that one. Well, he could reroll still. Is he going to use his last reroll there, though? I don't think so. He is. Wow, okay, cool. Doesn't make it again. Perfect. And he stuns himself. So right now, the good thing is I'm removing more and more of his beastmen. And that's quite helpful here. Actually, okay, we do still have a beastman there that I need to take care of. So let's do that. That already makes this a 2-die. But before I do anything, I do need to go up there. Just so that he can't move. I mean, if he blitzes, of course, he can move afterwards. Not much I can do about that. We get our jump up block. Yeah. Now we're going to push him up and follow. Not 100% on the follow, to be honest, but should work out okay-ish. I want a player next to this guy as well, just so that he can't get the ball there in case I do roll the double ones now. And I'm still going to keep Regal back here, I believe, but let's pull him up at least a little bit. Let's see, this guy is not supposed to be able to reach him, so I'm going to go back one again. He's my safety. I might need him up here to be aggressive, but I'm okay with this right now, and I'd much rather have it this way than the other way around. Okay, we make that one. I get my Dauntless, so we have a 2-die. I don't want the ball to go outside because it could be thrown in somewhere that I don't want to, so we're going to push him over there, follow. Oh, beautiful KO. Yeah, that's just bought me a lot of time, and if the ball doesn't scatter outside, which it shouldn't, I think. Yeah, we're good. Question is, do I pick it up now to try and score again or not? I think we pick it up now. Because I have 3 turns left. He has 3 turns left, which is potentially enough for him. But he doesn't have a reroll left. I still have 2. Depending on how the KOs go, it still could be worse for me than for him, but he has more KOs than I do as well, I believe. Okay, just one of mine comes back. And none of his. Oh, God. So this is kind of stupid for him. God damn, that's so bad. I mean, I'm happy for me, of course, but yeah, that's really bad for him. So we can be happy about this. So I think we're going to set this up a little bit wider here, but with the solid core in the middle. And just give him these guys. Okay, awesome. This is ideal. I mean, obviously, I would like to score with Verity, but Shade would be good now, and Regal as well. Both of them only need 2 to get another level up. I'm not sure if I'm even going to be able to score again. Let's assume not. But you never know. Because right now, he has 7 players, and I have 9, I believe. Yep. No, 10, actually. 3, 6, 9, 10. Yep. So I have a 3-player advantage, which is insane. And it's a 3-player advantage, and he only has 2 Chaos Warriors left. I love where his Chaos Warriors are going, with Dodge and Block as the first skills on 3 of them. They're going to be such a pain to deal with once he gets even more skills on them. They're already annoying with Strength 4, but if you don't have mass tackle, they're going to be a serious issue. I'm so happy that I have 2 tackle players to begin with. Yeah, let's stay away from his Minotaur again, so I'm gonna kick. Although I should probably go for a short kick in this case and see if we can steal it. Yeah, let's try for a short kick in this case. I rarely go for these. Okay, I get another reroll, thanks to brilliant coaching, and there's the kick. So it's very upfront already. But right now, I feel that's kind of where we are okay for that to be. Only a push, perfect. So let's see if he disengages, or nope, he maximizes blocks. It's okay in this regard, I think. But a bad block with the Minotaur doesn't happen, but could have. Could have just turned around this already. Yep, push me back there. That's the right thing to do. He needs to protect the ball first, though. Okay, he does have block there. That would have been nice. But still, this guy won't move away. I'm just going to stand up tall, man, at all times. And that's good. So, scratching his back. I'm going to drink something real quick. I don't think that helped. Oh, come on. Okay, he injured the Fool. That's also not the first time that has happened. Not gonna do that. I'm so happy, by the way, about my Apothecary usage. That helped so much. It means I go down to just a 2-player advantage, but it's still a 2-player advantage. And now, I just need to play this safe. If I score, I score. If not, then not. But we'll just have to wait and see what I can do. He wants to go aggressive, but he also doesn't want to expose this guy, because I'm just gonna knock him down. And he is pretty aware of that. Also, this right now is a 3 spacing that I can just run through. I'm not sure that he's aware of that, because I can get past this, and I can and will use my Agility 5 guy as aggressive as possible to go in there. And if he fails to pick up now, which he doesn't, well, it's a 2+. Let's face it, it was unlikely. Oh no, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I mean, the ball is still in 2 tackle zones, but why are you doing that? Okay, that just changed my plans significantly. Oh, God. All of this comes with some risks. Of course. But it's so good. Oh, yes, okay. So, we still need this guy to not move. And even if he scores once now, it's okay. So I'm going to focus on the ball now, because I want to try to make this as best as possible for me. A push, it's not ideal, but it's good enough in that case, or it has to be more exact. Nah, he needs to be back there still. So we're gonna keep all of this like this? No, we're not. We're gonna cover the ball a little bit further with Regal over there, just so that these guys can't move in case he does still. I still should play the ball as to keep him from scoring. But in a decent way there. So we've got all of this going on, then I can dodge like this. There's no real reason to go for GFI there. I do still have 3 rerolls though, so there's that reason. So I'm gonna take both of them, I guess. He should score, but I also want to score with him. Which is why I'm still considering not doing that. I think that's what we should do here. But let's start with this first. This guy can just blitz me, which I'm not a fan of. But let's see. Yeah, bring Burek up there. I'm gonna dodge him through here, which is why I was hoping for a knockdown, because then I could have prevented that. We could have moved the blitz guy up there and just walked through here. Didn't work out though, so let's see. We don't make that, but I do still have a reroll for this turn, so it's okay. Let's see if I get through. I do not. Roll the double one. But that's okay. I mean, he will get to blitz me now, but there's no way for him to really retrieve the ball and run away with it. The Minotaur is probably our biggest issue right now, overall. He hasn't used the break tackle strength 6 once. He could have gone some really good stuff with that. Set himself up some nice serves and all that. He needs to stand firm on this guy next, I think. Just so that he can serve the sideline and stay there and not get counter-served. But yeah, okay, he's setting himself up for an assist, and then... Oh, yeah, okay, this guy can also just move, so he's probably going to blitz with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... It's a 2 GFI, though. If he does. I mean, he also can go for this blitz. That's probably the better. The 3+ dodge with the reroll. But let's see. If he scores, he levels up, and that's good. I'm not sure what I would give him, though. I could build him into a sacker now, so we'd give him strip ball next. Or leap, but I think strip ball first would be better. Since he already has high agility, he doesn't necessarily need to... he doesn't need to leap in somewhere, although he would leap in everywhere on a 2+. But strip ball might be the better option, just so that I can use him to really run around, but I don't know. Sidestep and fend, of course, would be the defensive safe options, but I like the idea of him having strip ball as well, and he's very mobile. Okay, he is going for the blitz. He should have blitzed from up there, pushed me down here. He does get the POW, so I do lose the ball, unfortunately. The Minotaur rolled a 1 on the wild animal again. Wow, okay, he's gotten very bad luck there. I think overall, just to point that out again, because I'm always annoyed when I get very bad rolls. So I want to point out again that I recognize that he has bad rolls as well. I'm not completely ignorant of the fact. So just so you guys don't think that I'm always complaining when it's only bad stuff happening to me. I think I'm fair enough to point out when my opponent has bad rolls as well. And the amount of 1s he's rolled on the Minotaur have not been the best, obviously. Oh, he makes it all. Okay, cool. Let's see if he can make it even further. Because he needs to pass this round as well and catch it and dodge again and all that stuff. Oh. Yeah, intercept, of course. Inaccurate pass outside. Oh, God. It's so far back. It's so far back. Why, though? Ah, that's so annoying, and now I need to go back there to get it. Can I even do that? Okay, I don't have one of my fast pairs back. Well, I could go and get Regal there. You know what? I think that's a good call. So we'll blitz like this. Okay, so I'm gonna do the GFIs with him as well, but I kind of want my other stuff first, so we've got all of these. Now he definitely needs to score. He won't get a good block, so I might as well maximize my options against the Minotaur. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, he has strength 6, so of course he's still there. Okay, so the issue here is he's not in scoring range. He is going to do the GFIs now, so that next turn I don't have to do them, but he still needs to dodge out of here. So let's see about this. He makes the first one. Makes the second one. It doesn't matter too much where I go. I won't outrun this. We are in the middle here. So none of this matters too much. Let's just put him as far away as possible back there. And then that's all okay. Next we have this 2 die. It's the next safest thing to do. And then I have my 1 die here. Okay, we got the skull. I'm still going to reroll it because I do have the rerolls to do so. And I don't really want to be next to the Minotaur. Oh, a stun. Nice. So what I now can do is try to lock these guys down as much as possible, at least. With this. He's still going to get there to mark him. Can't prevent that. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, Agility 5 is bad against literally everything. Agility 5 is so strong, which is why elves are so good if they get it so easily, because they start with the Agility 4. It's a lot harder for every other team, of course. But yeah, it's so good. He can go everywhere. It's what allows me to stay really in this match, or in the competition with this team. My stat freaks help so much. I'm not sure how I would be performing with this team if I wouldn't have those players. And all the doubles. I mean, jump up didn't help me too much this time around. I only used it once or twice, I think, which is still good. And it synergizes so well with wrestle that it's just nice to have on these guys. But I think I'm less reliant on the jump up than I am on the agility ups that I'm getting here. Although, I mean, another upside of the jump up is that they don't lose the 3 points in movement, so they always get to move their movement of 6 or 5 for Burek, of course. So it's a back and forth. I'm not sure how much I on a regular basis or in general I benefit from jump up, but it's a good skill to have, of course. And if I can get piling on one of these guys as well, I'm still waiting for that. But the tackle just felt more important here. Okay, good, just a push. Oh, I can see what he's going for. He went the aggressive route, not trying to take him down, but maybe... No, he couldn't have reached me there. Why did he blitz like this? Maybe get another injury in, just... Yeah, probably. Was the easiest player to injure. Gets a knockdown here. He didn't move this guy up there, though, so... He does have a better chance to intercept here. With the extra arms. So if he just... puts himself in my way, which is what he does, but no, okay, yeah, he needs to do that, because otherwise I would just go there and run him up there. But I think it's gonna come down to a pass to him with a handoff, and then we're pretty much through. But I would not mind a blitz first. I mean, if I can remove this at all, I'd be okay with it. So let's go with this blitz. Oh, no. What am I doing? I'm screwing up again because I've used the player that I wanted to throw the ball with. Oh. And the foul appearance has been beautiful for him. So I'm just stupid because I said what I was about to do, and then I just do the exact opposite because I'm stupid. So can I even get the ball far enough? That throw is gonna be brutal. I'm so stupid. It's so dumb. Why did I do that? I'm always using the wrong players. I should have just stuck to scoring instead of playing for the frickin' thing. Nope, didn't catch it. It's fine. So since I screwed up the pickup, it doesn't matter anyways. But yeah, this was not my finest hour. It just shows again that I talk about something, then I formulate a different plan. It completely overrides what I just said, and then I just screw up. I mean, it's okay. We did get the pickup, but still, how weird do I need to be? Civil got the MVP. That's lovely. Good thing. So no level ups. Unfortunately, but that's okay. Thick's gonna sit out for one match. I need to get rid of 20k. We can do that. Oh, almost bought another reroll there. That would have been expensive. So now we're back down, which puts our team at 1700. So 1740 it would be. So next time only 12 players, but we gotta win again. So woo! It's all picking up again. I like this, and we're very close on level ups on some of these. We have 2 missing here, we have 2 missing there, we have 1 missing here. I mean, he also just needs 1, but he's also sitting out. It's nice overall. We make some good progress again. We got another win under our belt, so all in all, I'm pretty happy. So for now, this is where we're going to end the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want to see me play more time, just, not more time, my god, more Blood Bowl 2, there we go. Just stick around, and as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye, guys.